What's good, y'all? Welcome to Chalk Talk. I'm Drake, and if you actually watch the games, not just highlights, not just the Twitter clips, this pod is for you. It's not hot takes just for clicks. It isn't yelling just to yell. This is a real baseball conversation. The stuff you talk about with your boys, but actually thought out. This episode is really just a mission statement, because baseball's in a great place, but the way it's covered, that's what's broken. ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports, doesn't even talk about the MLB anymore. It's basically turned into an NBA and NFL channel mashed together. Drama, hot takes, yelling. That's the formula over there now. Stephen A. Smith isn't glorifying baseball. He barely talks about it at all, unless it's October. And even then, it's just predictions. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, that's it. And then the Dodgers go out and make a big signing again like Kyle Tucker, and suddenly the narrative flips. Now it's baseball's broken, the Dodgers are ruining the sport, and it's unwatchable. But let's keep it real. When the Warriors signed KD, they celebrated it. Yeah, people called it weak, but the league glorified it at the end of the day. The Rams loaded up, Jalen Ramsey, OBJ, and then they got Devontae Adams. Praises everywhere. No one said they were ruining football. Same move, different sport. Completely different reaction. That's the double standard. Baseball doesn't get covered with the same respect. And that leads to a bigger problem. It's not just about narratives, it's about how people watch baseball now. Everyone today is just box score watching. People wake up, check stats, look at events metrics, and that's it. And nobody's sitting down for 9 innings anymore. Nobody's watching the game inside the game. The hustle, the way a pitcher's delivery changes late in the games. Is he too pitches? Is his body showing fatigue? How's the game being called behind the plate? Did a runner miss a sign and get thrown out? Did a team take an extra base that doesn't show up anywhere? None of that shows up in a box score. Yeah, RPMs matter. Yeah, spin rate matters. But analytics are important. But baseball is felt, not just calculated. And the media doesn't reward that kind of observation. It's easier to talk numbers than to actually watch the game. And if you think the problem hits every team the same, it doesn't. West Coast baseball is always put on the back burner. Games start late, so highlights get buried. East Coast doesn't want to stay up, so the coverage disappears. But here's what kills me. The NBA starts at the same time, and somehow they're always able to talk about the Lakers, Clippers, or even Warriors. But baseball, Fernando Tatis hits a walk-off, barely mentioned. Julio Rodriguez hits a walk-off, nothing. And it happens over and over again. Because people don't want to stay up late. The assumption is it didn't matter. I'm just going to say it. West Coast baseball is better. It's exciting, it's athletic, it's smart, it's intense. But it gets ignored because of the time zones, not because of the talent. And that's why Chalk Talk exists. This pod isn't about yelling louder than everyone else. It's about watching closer, asking better questions. Why does this guy matter even if the stats don't pop? Why does this team feel dangerous even when people doubt them? Why does winning baseball look different than internet baseball? Baseball is a sport where the best hitters fail most of the time, the best teams will lose 60 games, and the truth lives between the numbers and the eye test. Chalk Talk lives in that space. Sometimes it's rants, sometimes it's stories, sometimes it's breakdowns, but it's always baseball the way it actually feels. If you made it this far, this episode was just for you. Baseball coverage misses the real game. West Coast baseball gets ignored, and too many people talk without watching. Chalk Talk exists to change that. If you're listening, let me know. What do you think baseball coverage gets wrong the most of the time? This is Chalk Talk, a Diamond West baseball podcast. I appreciate y'all listening.